Hello, everybody. This is Dom from Upstate Supernatural.
Jared, thanks for tuning in.
And I have Scott here with me as well. Here's Scott.
Hey, how's everyone doing?
And then I have James right here.
Good evening, everyone.
Alrighty. And I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. We kind of changed some of the style of the show to make it a little bigger and broader. And I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. Whether you're on YouTube, or if you're on Ustream, or if you're on LPTV. Thank you for being here. If you're on anything but LPTV, you can click on the link below in the description, and that'll take you right over here so you can chat with us live. So without further ado, I'd like to go ahead and let's showcase some of our evidence from last week's show. Now, during the past investigation that I just did, or that Scott just did, is there any individuals that would like to try to communicate with us from those investigations? Now, during the past investigation that I just did, or that Scott just did, is there any individuals that would like to try to communicate with us from those investigations? Tell Scott I know where he's been. Tell Scott I know where he's been. What I believe I just heard on this was Mary Ann Watson. Patience. What I believe I just heard on this was Mary Ann Watson. Patience. Could you tell me what color that is, if you don't mind? Could you tell me what color that is, if you don't mind?
Now, there used to be a game that kids would play. It's called Pin to Tail on the. Now, there used to be a game that kids would play. It's called Pin to Tail on the. Now, earlier today, I got a female voice. Can you tell me what your name is? Now, earlier today, I got a female voice. Can you tell me what your name is? What's it like on the other side? What's it like on the other side? How many spirits are currently with James? How many spirits are currently with James?
All right, and we're back. And I'd like to thank everybody for, again, if you're tuned in watching, you can jump down in the description below this video, and you can tune in live and talk to us live during the show. I apologize, I can't type to you, but usually with everything going on, it's a little hard to type anyway. So I can see what you're saying. It's right here on this screen right next to me. So if you guys have questions or if you need us to ask anything that you would like us to ask, feel free to type it in there, and I can see it. I can acknowledge it. I'd like to thank Doppel, Chris V, Night Lover, everybody that's tuned in. Those are just the ones that are in our LP chat right now. But thank you everybody for being here. Don't forget to subscribe, to share, to like, and let others know what we're kind of doing. But we're going to go ahead and switch over to James. He's going to do a burst session for us. I'm going to mute myself right now so nobody can hear me.
Sounds good. Okay. Hi, my name is James, and I'm here to see if I can communicate with anyone tonight. Now, the first thing I'd like to ask, is there anyone willing to communicate with me tonight that's around me, Dom, or Scott, or Jared? If so, could you tell me your name? And how old would you be? Do you have any relatives around here or wherever you are? What's it like where you are? Are you here? Are you on another plane? Now, I've been trying to make attempts in communicating with you for a little bit now. How do you feel about that? Is there any easier way that I can attempt to communicate with you? On that note, is there anything you'd like to say to anyone else here? Scott, Dom, or Jer? Now I was outside working in my yard today, and I was enjoying it's a nice spring day out. I was wondering, do you still enjoy the change of seasons? If so, what's your favorite season? And that being said, what's your favorite thing to do outside when you're working? Now, did you have any pets? If so, what were they? The other thing I was wondering, did you have any kids? If so, how many? Did you ever get married, or any of your children get married? If so, do you ever go see any of them now? At this moment in time, how do you feel physically? Like, drained, happy, whatever. How do you feel? Hmm. And I'd like to ask you one last question before I'm done. Um, do you do you like the fact that we try to communicate with you, or do you like to be left to yourself? Well, thank you very much for letting me take up your time, and this communication session is over. Okay, I'll play it back.
Hi, my name is James,
Sound good?
and I'm here to see if I can communicate with anyone tonight. Now, the first thing I'd like to ask, is there anyone willing to communicate with me tonight that's around me, Dom, or Scott, or Jer? If so, can you tell me your name? And how old would you be? What's it like where you are? Are you here? Are you on another plane? Now, I've been trying to make attempts in communicating with you for a little bit now. How do you feel about that? Is there any easier way that I can attempt to communicate with you? On that note, is there anything you'd like to say to anyone else here? Scott, Dom, or Jer? Now I was outside working in my yard today and I was enjoying it's a nice spring day out. I was wondering, do you still enjoy the change of seasons? If so, what's your favorite season? And that being said, what's your favorite thing to do outside when you're working? And did you have any pets? If so, what were they? The other thing I was wondering, did you have any kids? If so, how many? Did you ever get married or any of your children get married? If so, do you ever go see any of them now? At this moment in time, how do you feel physically? Like, drained, happy, whatever? How do you feel? And I'd like to ask you one last question before I'm done. Do you like the fact that we try to communicate with you, or do you like to be left to yourself? Well, thank you very much for letting me take up your time, and
There you go, Dom.
All right, thank you very much. Yeah, we're definitely heard some stuff on there. I saw a few people posted in the chat as well that they thought they heard something and it was faint. So we'll definitely have that for next week when we do our evidence review to see what we heard and figure out what it is. And right now, basically, we're going to switch over to Scott's view, do some water ITC, and we're going to do it a little bit different this week. We're going to have a spirit box going in the background. So just give me 1 second to cue that in. You can go ahead and switch over to Scott if you don't mind.
Okay. Thank you, Jared. Thank you, John.
And if you guys can, Scott, can you go ahead and talk real quick?
Hello, how are you? Can you hear me? If there are any spirits here that would like to communicate with us, we're using some very different devices. I have here water, so that way you will be able to play with it. So if you want to put your hands in the water, feel free to do so. Hurt you in any way, shape, or form. I also have a recorder sitting over here on the other side of the desk that you're more than welcome to speak to. And then where Jer and Dom are, they're using a spirit box, so you can communicate through that.
And just so everybody's aware, this is the 12-808, the Radio Shack Optimus 12-808, and we're just on the FM sweep doing a down sweep. But Scott and James, we can go ahead with this. James, if you have any questions, everybody can hear us. So we're just going to leave this going as we're doing this.
If there is a male spirit here with us currently, can you tell us what your name is?
Could you tell us? Sorry, go on,
Go
Scott.
ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, I was going to say, could you tell us whereabouts you're located?
Now, any spirits, if you're able to, can you manifest your image or your profile through Scott's water while he's doing this water ITC? Hello?
Are there any kids here with me?
If so, could you help Scott stir the water? Maybe stick your hands in and play with it a bit? You're allowed. Don't be shy.
Can you tell us what you did for a living?
Did you enjoy doing whatever it was?
If there's something very in particular that you would like to do, can you tell us?
Would you be able to please show yourself in the water for us? Be much appreciated.
I'd like to give a shout out to Nikki as well for coming in.
Could you say hi to Nikki for us?
Is there a heaven?
I'm sorry. The slower that you try to communicate, the slower you try to talk, the easier it is for us to hear you.
Are you cooking?
Did you used to play in water?
Do you find it any easier to communicate with water?
Do you have a message for Dom?
Do you have a message for Scott or I?
Maybe you can do me a favor. Can you draw a picture of the state you used to live in?
Have you ever been to the Stanley Hotel before?
Can you tell us something about the other side that we do not know?
Are you in a different dimension? Are you in this dimension with us? Where exactly are you?
Are there rules on the other side? If you're able to move things, can you move the water?
It'd be really cool if you could show us a little bit of proof that you're around, like play with the water a bit.
Can you stick your hand in the water?
Do you find it easier to use if there's like food dye in the water or anything like that?
If you prefer food dye in the water, can you tell us what color you would like, and I'll go and get it? Can you tell me what year I was born?
Can you say where Scott lives? Do you know where I live?
Can you do me a favor and move that stick? Now, when we were at the Stanley, we had a lot of technical issues. Was that spirit related?
Do you like to cause things to malfunction and drain batteries? Can you tell me?
Go ahead.
Sorry. Oh, okay. Can you tell me what year this is?
Do you like it when it rains?
I'm going to mute this real quick. I apologize, everybody. You're just having a few issues with Ustream. We'll get this back up in just 2 seconds. Alright, looks like we're back on. Yep, my apologies. We just had a slight issue with the Ustream. Everything's all tuned in and working, and anybody on YouTube, again, if you'd like to chat with us, you can go in the description right below this video and click on the link. It's free to subscribe, and you can come right in and be able to watch these shows and chat with us live during the show. And we're still having issues yet again with Ustream.
Are you guys causing the technical issues, spirits? If so, can you tell me who and why?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Is there a certain style pot or bowl or such that you prefer to do water ITC with?
Yeah, we're just running into a few complications. We'll get this situated.
Did you have kids? If so, maybe you could write your name in the water, the name of your kids.
Jerry, I'm gonna need you in a sec, bud. I need you at that computer over there. Say. Open options, close. Should be fine. Fetching. Okay, we are fine on YouTube, and
Are we broadcasting right now? Okay. What?
If there's a message to one of your friends or family members, can you please tell us or write it in the water?
okay, and we're back on Ustream. We're back. We're good. All right, Ustream is killing us right now. All right. Actually, Scott, we're gonna switch off from you doing the water ITC.
Okay.
See if this makes a slight difference. Alright, and we're back on. Looks like we're good. Let's give it a second. Looks like we're having monstrous issues with Ustream, actually. I'm not sure if their servers are being worked on or what's going on. If you guys would like to, we are still on the YouTube link as well. But go ahead and hit the YouTube link. I'll share that in the patch for now. Just a quick little workaround just for the complication that's occurring. And you can still view us and watch us live as we're doing the show. And the chat is still through LPTV. So, yep.
Technical issues.
But yeah, I apologize about the technical issues, but the culprit right now is Ustream. I do see that right now. YouTube is working fine, and I don't see any issues or quarrels with it. Yep, we're good. And I'd like to thank everybody for your patience. Thank you everybody for sticking with us through the complication. We'll have to figure out what's going on with Ustream, why it caused that glitch, that issue. And I can try to... It actually, it'll cause it to skip a little bit. So hopefully it doesn't do that. Our internet's fine. Everything's punching fine. Yeah, Ustream's just having issues right now. So, much apologies.
Wouldn't be Thursday without some issue.
But you can view this right live on YouTube and chat with us live in the LP TV chat. I think that's the only workaround I have for now. What time are we at? We have 10,
17 minutes.
10:42.
Hey, Dom.
Yeah.
I have a suggestion. I have the recorder here. I could play the EVP of the last session we had for a few minutes.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna correct. I think we might as well just finish with the show. So if you want to go ahead and actually do your burst session, let's switch over to you and have you do that.
All right. Good evening, spirits. My name's Scott, and I'm here with James and Dom and Jer. We are actually across the country. If there are any messages for each one of us, please feel free to come forward and say our name and your message. Can you tell us something special about the other side that we may not know? If there's something that stops you from communicating with us clearly or loudly, what is it? Or who is it? Can you tell me something that you did for a living? Now, I've been really busy as of late. Is that the reason why I haven't had as much activity here at the house? Our spirit's constantly around us. Can you tell us what happened to you? Can you colder? Now, I'm going to be attending a location in May. Can you tell me something about that location I'm going to? If there is a male spirit here currently, can you tell me what your name is? If there is a female spirit here currently, can you tell me what your name is? Now, I recently went to Ohio State Reformatory and investigated with some friends of mine. Can you tell me one of their names? Well, I'm going to end this EVP session in just a minute, but if there's anything you'd like to say, please do so now. All right. Thank you, spirits. Just so everyone's aware, this could be fairly loud, so you might want to have your sound down and gradually increase it. Good evening, spirits. My name's Scott, and I'm here with James and Don and Jer.
We are actually across the country. If there are any messages for each one of us, please feel free to come forward and say our name and your message.
I don't know what that is.
Feel free to come forward and say our name and your message. Can you tell us something special about the other side that we may not know? If there's something that stops you, from communicating with us clearly or loudly, what is it? Or who is it? Can you tell me something that you did for a living? I've been really busy as of late. Is that the reason why I haven't had as much activity here at the house? Our spirit's constantly around us. Can you tell us what happened to you? Can you tell me, do spirits react to weather here, where it's warmer versus where it's somewhere on the East Coast where it's colder? Now I'm going to be attending a location in May. Can you tell me something about that location I'm going to? If there's a male spirit here currently, can you tell me what your name is? If there's a male spirit here currently, can you tell me what your name is? If there's a male spirit here currently, can you tell me what your name is? If there is a female spirit here currently, can you tell me what your name is? Now, I recently went to Ohio State Reformatory and investigated with some friends of mine. Can you tell me one of their names? Well, I'm going to end this EVP session in just a minute, but if there's anything you'd like to say, please do so now. All right, thank you, spirits. Just so.
All right, Don, that's everything I've got. Back to you.
Okay. And yeah, Ustream is functioning now. I don't know what's going on, but I do see that it's functioning. My apologies to everybody that's tuning in. Again, with the shows, you can always watch them through YouTube. You can watch them on Ustream through Live Paranormal. You can also only chat with us live during this show by going to LPTV chat. And without further ado, I'd like to give a shout out to one of our supporters from within the field. Just want to do a little video for them, and I'm going to play that right now. Each week, we would like to thank our supporters. Check out one of the largest websites within the paranormal, www.liveparanormal.com. Free to sign up for live radio or TV shows. Come join the family of Live Paranormal. Have evidence you'd like to showcase? Or see others' findings? Check out the Evidence Hub. Curious to find a psychic near you? Search Live Paranormal for a psychic. Have a book? Or looking to find something interesting to read? Check out the Featured Books and Magazines Hub. Missed that show that just aired? Or looking for an old episode? Check out the extensive archive library of Live Paranormal. Check out the show's directory, whether radio or TV. Live Paranormal, I'm sure, has something for you. You can find more at www.liveparanormal.com. Each week, we would like to thank our supporters. Check out one of the largest websites within the paranormal. All right. And I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in to Live Spirit Frequencies. We only have 2 more episodes of Water ITC. This is episode 8. We got 9 and 10. And then after that, we're going to be switching over to Ouija boards. So we're definitely looking forward to switching to a new technique as well. And I'm having a lot of fun with this. I mean, you guys, how you guys feeling about it?
Jen, go ahead.
Well, I find it's pretty interesting. I like it. Can't wait to try the Ouija board. That'll be something else new to try out. Scott?
I'm kind of, like I said, everything I kind of think is a tool for the toolbox for us as investigators. Water ITC is something different I've never really done. I've kind of gotten used to some of it, but I'm very interested to try the Ouija board and see where it goes.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to be using older Ouija boards. James and I have ones that were actually donated us from Jen Treasure Trove of Treasure Trove 952 on eBay. And Scott, did you get the one you were looking at?
I'm looking at it tonight. That's something that I'm going to be making my purchase tonight but it's going to be around the 1912, 1917 range. So it's a fairly older board, and we'll see where it goes.
Yeah, I personally owned one from 1918, and I got to tell you, the energy on it was unbelievable. Almost to a certain extent of get out of my house. Unbelievable. But it was still pretty cool. But don't forget, everybody, to share, like, and check out My Paranormal Corner with Scott Latia. Check out Upstate Supernatural. UpstateGhost.tv is also on YouTube. Paraglobal TV. You can always check out the upcoming streams and everything. And there's a new series we're coming out with, which is Ghost Hunter Tech Ghost Gear. It's a DIY series, basically showing you how to hack stuff, how to create your own ghost hunting gear. Enough of this spending hundreds and thousands of dollars. You can do this stuff yourself. And a lot of it doesn't have to be super expensive things. Your REM pod that's out there, I'll be showing you how to make one of those. It's only like $30. Why spend $150 or $200? $30, done. But I'd like to thank everybody again for tuning in. YouTube, Ustream. Apologize about the complications. We will try to get that figured out. And you can also check out more content through liveparanormal.com, radio shows, and investigation findings. And don't forget to check out their YouTube channel at Live Paranormal on YouTube.